Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour. My name is Tim Baghurst, joined for this match by the always enigmatic Sandy Rios.
I was waiting for my E. I'm not sure why it's E this time.
I don't know.
Okay. Then we both need
Tomorrow we'll pick a different letter.
Ooh. As long as it doesn't start with a Q or something like that.
Montse Mejia, the 1 seed, the world's best player, starting with an ace over Lexi York. And York's like, I didn't even hear you start. Didn't even hear you call the score.
Yeah, I think Montse might lose that.
And York is saying, I wasn't even ready for you to start. Well, I guess Scott did start it. Oh, no, so we are getting a replay. And now Montse Mejia is like, why?
I just aced her.
Why are you taking away my point?
Well, because
and that's the response Scott can say is I didn't call.
Yeah, which is legitimate, correct, except it's still showing 1 on our scoreboard. Okay, so that can stay.
Oh, apparently it did. Well, the challenge for officials here is we have a screening on the glass. Makes it hard to see whether something skipped or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have the challenge of no court mics. So communication becomes a challenge as well. If you're just joining us, this is our 5th match of the day, I believe.
Somewhere like that.
Nothing too dramatic on this court. We've had tiebreakers over on court number 2.
None here.
But none here. Jessica Parrilla with the biggest chance, losing 15-14 in game 2 to Brenda Laime.
What we have seen is a lot of one-sided victories followed by fairly close second games.
So one-sided first games and then game 2. Yes. Or the flip, a close first game followed by a blowout in the second.
Right.
We haven't seen a 15-13, 15-13 yet.
No.
Nothing too close. Very well done, Mejia. Sandy, we were talking in our last match about the top 3, who I think, all due respect to the other players on tour, are the clear top 3. Erica Mania, some of the other 4-5 seeds may argue that.
Potential is definitely there.
But the top 3 are almost always in the semifinals.
And Montse being one of them.
Yes, I was just finishing out that rally, and Mejia's already raced to a big lead at 6-0. What makes Montse Mejia the world's best? Because if you look at the way she plays, right, doesn't have enormous power like Vargas, doesn't have the phenomenal footwork of Longoria. Timeout on the court taken. Let's stay here. What makes Montse Mejia so good? How can she beat these other players?
Because she's one, as we spoke, she doesn't skip the ball a lot, right? A miss by Mejia is going to be one that she leaves up for you to put down. She doesn't take crazy shots, as you saw that clean, clear down the line. She takes smart shots. She makes you make the mistake. She'll even set it up and let you say, here, mess it up. And people do because she's so quick. Her court coverage is very good. They feel like, oh dear, she left it up. I've got to roll it. Sometimes they do. Most of the times they do not.
And I think the other thing I would add, you're right. I mean, it's what we talked about even off stream between the matches. I would also add the thing that she does well is shot selection.
Yes.
She chooses the right shot. So many players don't.
Yes, I agree with you. I think that's like
That's a great example.
right there.
Right?
Yes.
Most players would have tried to hit a backhand pinch in that shot.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
We know it.
It's what we talked about this morning. If you
Yeah.
guys were not with us, my view and my opinion of this match, it was shown to me in the first 3 matches. Players are more interested in hitting that fancy pinch instead of hitting the smart shot down the line, the winner down the line, right?
And then Mejia also can change pace.
Yeah.
You saw it there, soft,
Yep.
soft hands taking the ball
Good
off.
hands, too. Quick, good hands. Yes.
9-0. Carla Munoz watching on. Wonder why. Maybe a doubles coming up. I'm not sure. Make that 10. And
Yeah.
York just seems a little checked out in this match.
Yes. Well, and one other thing that helps Mejia is she's very even-keeled with her temperament.
I don't know about that.
Well, we've seen her when she feels like she's plays bad, yes. But yes, she will swing a little, but the majority of the time, she's even-keeled. I think she's even-keeled. She may not always show it, but I think she stays even-keeled. She doesn't fly off the handle. Quit giving me the eye roll.
If you say so, Sandy.
I say so. I just think she's an even-keeled player. We just got finished with 2 that we know play better when they're pumped up. One
Yeah,
that
but you
gets
can be-
over-pumped.
But you can be even keeled at pumped up.
I agree. I'm not going to argue that point. So even if she's pumped up, I still think she stays even-keeled. She raises her game.
Behind the
I wasn't
back.
sure about that one, but it worked.
Oh my goodness, that's something special. Take a look at how this happened. That's just creativity, the creativity and hands of Montse Mejia.
Well, and, contrast between Mejia and Longoria. Longoria is by the book, right? By the book. Mejia, yep, great shot.
Not by the book.
Not by the book. Going to take smart shots, but able to improvise when needed.
And her short, smart shot may not be what others can do. So 0-12. York trying to get on the scoreboard in this first game. But that time, the hands let her down. The wrong decision. York made the wrong decision in that one. The ball didn't come off the back wall she thought or hoped. I'd like to see York be a little more aggressive on the forehand side. That's where I feel she is very, very good. She
Yes.
plays that side in doubles, and we saw this morning can certainly put balls away. Wait for the forehand and then go for it. But if I'm Montse Mejia,
I'll do
why
that
go
again.
to the forehand? I'll just stay on the backhand.
Yes. Well, because I have a good backhand, a forehand too. And, you know, when you're this far ahead and she knows she's got other matches coming, this is her first match, she's not really being tested. Let me work on a few things, right?
14-1, game point for Mejia. I don't like that idea, by the way.
I know you don't. But no, but I think she's playing to win, right?
Excellent pickup for Mejia.
Oh,
But York was too good that time. York's
Well,
like, why didn't you make the 2 bounce call? Because from here, it didn't
It
look
looked
like it was
good.
2 bounces.
yes. Well, and give York credit, she didn't quit.
Absolutely.
She didn't like the call, but she played through it. And what happened? She continued to play. She wins the point. And I think that's one that York would have been better to try to move her feet and go down the line.
So how many times has Mejia skipped the ball in this first game? Yep, just one.
One time.
The single finger, the single digit comes up from Sandy Rios. And then an ace serve
serve.
to finish, 15-1. Okay, question for you watching on. Question I was asked yesterday, so I'm going to pass it on to you watching. If you could play with any of these pros in women's doubles or mixed doubles, depending on your gender, who would it be and why? I'll come back with that after the break. Sandy, I expect your response, of course.
Okay.
We'll be back in 2.
I'm Jessica Parrilla and I play with Gearbox. A great athlete is about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here. So enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
And we're back live, everybody. Tim Baghurst, Sandy Rios. Looks like Lexi York just discovered her racket is broken. Yes, it is. The frame broke. So she's allowed an equipment timeout. Question I asked for you watching, if you could play with one of these ladies in doubles, which pro player would you play with? You can only choose one. I see some have chosen 2. That doesn't count. So Sandy Rios,
I don't know. What did somebody else say?
No, who would
Okay.
you?
I am torn a bit from 2 of them, but I will pick one. Okay, I will not just because we're watching, but I will say Monty, because I like a lot of the qualities that she has that I think sadly would bounce off of my pathetic excuse for a game. When I need a partner who's, as you know, willing to, as you know,
As I know.
put up with the fact that I will take very unconventional shots. I will admit, and he can testify to it, when playing doubles with Daniel De La Rosa, I literally stepped in front of him to take a backhand away from his forehand. Now, I did make a winning shot on it, which
You are a selfish player.
I am a selfish player. I take unconventional and I do kind of unusual things on the court, but I do think on the court, whether you believe it or not. And I like her style. And I think she's quick enough that she can get those ones that I miss, because you always have to look out for that one.
Good start for York in the second game. Leads 1-0. Ooh, those have to be put away.
Yeah, definitely cannot get
Here's
Mejia
the example. York has to go back and say, I'm getting opportunities. I've got to learn to put these balls down when I'm under pressure.
Yes.
It's easy for a lot of us to do it in a practice court where, oh, I'm so good. I can do this all the time. But then in the moment when we have to play the world's number one, can you still execute that shot?
Well, in a controlled environment during practice, even if it's setups by another person, coach or friend or whatever,
Nice shot.
you're really not moving and having to think on your feet like you do in a match, correct? So you have to almost set up matches where we're going to give you this shot. I'm not going to tell you when, but every time you see this shot, you have to put it down.
That was unorthodox, a bit risky, and paid the price. One serving one. Couple of you answered the question. Jody Morris, of course. Naomi Ross. Seems like she's always having fun. I don't know that she's always having fun on a court, but she loves to play. There's no question about that. Good rally. Won by York, pushing Montse Mejia around the court.
Well, and there you saw Monse playing, I'll just call it patty cake up front. Instead of putting the ball down, just kind of patting it into the corner. Never did put it down and paid for it.
Okay, again, we talked about room. Take another look. See how much room. York stands in the middle and then scoots over, and by that point is out of position, has to go left, ball goes right. Had she been able to get a little more to the middle, she might not have had to make that step to the left. A serve again from Montse Mejia. It's 2 serving 2. Steve Castleberry says he would play doubles with Samantha Salas.
Ooh, she would be
Good choice.
an excellent doubles player. That's a good choice there.
Clean
That was
shot.
a nice shot by
Very
York
nice.
there.
And we talked about Montse Mejia being world number one, yet fallible. Has a tendency to sometimes wander in games mentally. But that was a very nice shot. She needs to just stay in the zone she was in game one, maintain that. York will play better. She didn't play well in game one. She will play better. You have to expect that.
Yes.
York is not going to just roll over and give you another 15-1 scoreline.
Nice pinch there by Mejia. And there you see the hands where she puts the racket out. She just guides it where she wants it to go in that front left corner.
John Young says he would pick Erica Mania as a doubles partner.
What's his reason? I mean,
Oh yeah, none of them are giving reasons.
nobody's giving reasons. Come on,
Yes.
guys. I had to give you a reason.
That's true. I did ask for a reason, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Partial credit.
I get full credit.
And look at again, York. This wasn't a perfect reverse pinch, but it forced Mejia to scramble and couldn't get there. York definitely in this second game.
And serve just short.
That looks very comfortable from Mejia. That was a difficult shot made to look easy.
Well, she made it look very simple, very easy. Just swing, catch the sidewall down.
And for me, Sandy, I mentioned this in game one, the forehand of York is much more consistent than the backhand. And if I'm Monte Mejia, I'd put more balls down this left side.
Absolutely.
Steve Castleberry says Samantha Salas is his choice for a doubles partner because she's a great leader and handles pressure, and he likes her forehand motion. Beautiful shot.
Nice.
Take another look at this. Rolls off that front wall. Nothing Lexi York can do that time. John Young says, Erica, because of her court position, communication, and shot selection.
All right.
York had to go for something, see where Mejia is.
You have to pick.
Really, unless it was a pinch, it was going to work. You have to choose because of your shot was not good enough.
Right.
And again, look where Mejia's up winning those points near
Well,
the front.
And that was smart. She didn't try to put it down low. She knew where York was. York was up towards the front of the court, hits it high enough, past her, hits the sidewall, and then it's down behind her, right?
That jam serve was not too effective. I don't think there was enough pace on it. York was right there, rips it past Mejia, 2 serving 7. And then York this time with the loose serve, and Mejia happy to get back into the service box. Big thank you to the Madison Trust for serving as the title sponsor for this event. Granite Dude and Matt Felt family, Winterton Racquetball Academy, Fix My Racket,
Oh.
Iceman Realty, Burrito Express, Tempe Tourism, Farmers Insurance, and Ceramic Tile Services, along with a number of other people, have helped contribute to this tournament. So we want to say a big thank you to them for all their support of this tournament and recognizing we couldn't be here, providing you the coverage. If you're interested in sponsoring the tour, reach out to our commissioner, TJ Bamba, tj@lprtour.com. It's been nice to see some new additions to the front wall over the last season and a half of new sponsors, which allows us, Sandy, to buy new equipment, to
give them
make
a better stream.
Make the stream better. I mean, this camera is phenomenal.
It's a nice camera.
We'll have the full setup up and running tomorrow. Mejia staying in the court, as we talked about, trying to maintain that momentum.
Right.
Of course, coming up this evening, we have some doubles for you. It's the quarterfinals. We had the round of 16 earlier today, just a few matches. We also have the 21 and under division here as well. So that will give us a little taste of some of the youth in this tournament. Mejia wants a screen. Scott was going to call it and then backed out. Tremendous effort from Mejia.
And she's not happy, one, that she didn't get, there wasn't a replay called.
I think a replay would have been the right call. Mejia definitely looked like she couldn't see that ball in the back of the wall because of her opponent.
But no, as nothing was called, she did play through it, right?
By the way, you're going to want to watch the next doubles match. Oh, sweet shot. It's going to be Mania Key against Longoria Salas.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
What time is that one?
The U.S. champions.
Against the Mexican.
Well, Mexicans aren't the champions,
They're not the champs. No, they're not. But in one of the top teams.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they're 2 seed for a reason.
Yes.
And then after that, Parrilla and Enriquez taking on Herrera Mejia. Not sure we're showing that one. Other ones, Martinez Rodriguez taking on Laime Vargas. That's an interesting pairing.
Yes.
Aren't they playing each other tomorrow? Laime Vargas? No, I don't think so.
No.
I'm wrong on that. Scott Lawrence taking on Barrios and Munoz.
Oh, that's
So
going to be
again,
interesting,
they're all
too.
going to be good matches tonight.
Yes.
Barrios takes on Vargas tomorrow.
Nobody wants to win this rally.
You're right. Look at Mejia, hands on hips, like, what am I doing?
Yes.
Well, you said that. Sometimes Mejia tends to come down to the level of her opponent. Not disrespecting York, but York is not the #1 player in the world. And York's fighting.
She's fighting
She's getting
hard.
a ton of balls back, but she's not executing the shots.
Right. And never to disrespect anybody that Mejia plays, but I think that is sometimes why she doesn't make it to a final or a semifinal, is because instead of maintaining the level that she is capable of, that we are seeing here, she will play down to that level.
And we'll see score lines that reflect that.
Right.
Where, yes, Mejia may win in 2, but it's 2 hard games.
Right. And I think that's a mental aspect. It's not a physical one. That's all mental.
I really like that cross-court winner. 11 serving 2.
And I think that's just something she struggles with, that sometimes she comes into a final maybe a little more tired than she should be because she had to work harder.
That's a good point. Another point for Mejia, trying to be efficient in this match. York saying, do I have a timeout? She does. We're going to take a timeout too. Back in just a minute. We're back in 12 serving 2. Once Mejia looking to get to the quarterfinals. Quarters and semis are tomorrow.
Oh.
Ace serve.
Yeah, she had York looking right and went left.
It did. I don't think it would have mattered.
Well, no, but it made it look worse,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Nice clean down the line
Yeah.
by Mejia.
And here we go. Match point for Montse Mejia.
Oh,
A rare unforced error. Ball pass
Yeah.
too close.
yeah, it was called the
Yeah.
whole time. They just didn't hear
Yeah.
banging on the wall.
Holly Scott forgot a coin. I found being married is very advantageous in racquetball refereeing.
You always have only pennies in your pocket?
No, it's a ring.
Ah,
Got my ring.
gotcha. Oh, yeah, one of those.
That sounded so despondent.
One of those.
Oh, Sandy.
Oh, well.
So, Sandy single. All inquiries to Rios at noringonfinger.com.
The poor world has figured it out.
All right, match point Mejia.
Oh,
Lexi York
nice
says not
return
yet.
by York right there. Well, and you saw her set her feet and just swing the ball, swing the racket, right? Hit it, hit a good pinch.
That looked like it skipped, yeah.
And, you know, to your point, yes, York is getting her looks. It's just being able to put the ball away when she's got them. It would be a
Yeah.
totally different story.
Yeah. And I think that's the story of this match is the cross court and down the lines from Montse Mejia have been very clean and effective. As a consequence, she marches on 15-1, 15-2. So that wraps up singles for us. But coming up at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 30 minutes from now, we've got a doubles match that you will want to watch. Lawrence and Key, the U.S. national champions, taking on the 2 seeds, Longoria and Salas. It may be, I will say, it may be longer than 30 minutes simply because Samantha Salas is playing on court 2 at the moment.
Lawrence and Key? Mejia.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Mejia.
and Key.
Mejia.
Yeah. I'm going.
Thank you.
I
That's why you're here, Sandy.
I know.
Keep me in check.
I'm trying.
Salas is battling over on court 2 at the moment, and so she will be allotted time to recover from that before starting her
Right, so
her
that 6
doubles.
o'clock may not be
So
right
it-
at 6,
it will-
depending on how long
Yes.
this goes.
But
So
we will be here. We will be covering it. It's a match you certainly want to watch. Thanks for watching. On behalf of myself, Tim Bagger, Sandy Rios, Jay Josie, we'll be back in a little while.